Hello, ladies and gentlemen, one more time, the channel Jose's Crypto Journal. As part of this journal in the crypto world, we have to accept, understand, and recognize things that are part of the journal of life. And that is memento moris. Remember that you will die. A couple of hours ago, I just checked the news and I found something that shocked me. 31 years old man was killed. But what should shock all of us is the reason. And the reason for what somebody had the audacity to kill this 31 years old speaker gentleman was taking away from him the freedom of speech, taking from him the strongest power that we have, that is talking and saying the truth. Discussion is dialectic, which is the philosophy art of talking. Let's go to put you up to date with what is going on.
Charlie Kirk is the founder and president of Turning Point USA, the largest and fastest growing conservative youth activist organization in the country with over 250,000 student members, over 150 full-time staff, and a presence on over 2,000 high school and college campuses nationwide. Charlie is also the chairman of Students for Trump, which aims to activate 1 million new college voters on campuses in battleground states in the lead-up to the 2020 presidential election. His social media reaches over 100 million people per month, and according to Axios, he is one of the top 10 most engaged Twitter handles in the world. He is also the host of The Charlie Kirk Show, which regularly ranks among the top news shows on Apple podcast charts.
Which means basically somebody didn't like the point of view and the way of arguing, talking of Charlie Kirk and kill him just for talking, just for talking. And that is not how civilization is built, and that is not how we humans should deal with each other. And you may be wondering, well, okay, I'm sorry for Charlie, but this channel is supposed to be about cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, making money. What is going on with speech, freedom of speech? Don't worry, we will get there. We have all the news, all the social news, talking and mentioning, because this is a big hit to democracy. There is no other Charlie, obviously, and never will be other Charlie on earth. We are unique and special. We are created equal, but we are not equal. And definitely, this gentleman was special. Let me share with you something that touched me that Elon Musk said about speech and freedom of speech. It's at the end of this short Instagram video. Thank you, Mark, for sharing it.
Agree on this.
Yes, you want censorship and I don't.
No, I don't want censorship at
Yes,
all.
you do.
No, I want responsibility. I think there.
You desperately want censorship.
No, if I want a
You
censorship.
want censorship so bad you can taste it.
No, that's not true. It's not true. I think that there's right and wrong. And I think
therefore
that,
you want censorship.
and I think that when you have a platform that's as big as yours and as powerful as yours and as influential as yours, and you are a person of consequence to the world with what you do, that there is a certain responsibility that goes along with what you have on your platform and what you put out to the world. And I think that's important. You don't see that responsibility.
I think we have a responsibility to adhere to the law, and if people want the law changed, they should talk to their elected representative and get the law changed, and then we will adhere to the law.
Okay.
But if you want us to go beyond the law, that is us deciding to be censors. And I'm against censorship. I'm in favor of freedom of speech.
Yeah.
And freedom of speech only is relevant when people you don't like say things you don't like. Otherwise, it has no meaning.
Very simple. Free speech is mindless unless you allow people you don't like to say things you don't like. Thank you to Jordan Peterson for sharing this quote of Elon Musk. I think that that is the best quote of Elon Musk that I ever have seen. I was in the internet looking to be able to show you this quote. If you don't allow people to say things that you may not agree with, there is only one party. There is dictatorship. There is totalitarian. There is communist. That is oppression. That is dictatorship. That is totalitarianism. That is national socialist. That is not the future of humanity that we would like to see. And believe me, I came here to the United States not looking for money. And people that immigrate to this country are very confused. Most of the time, or actually, no one came to this country looking for the American dream, looking for money, looking for prosperity, looking for having a house, owning a car, getting a job, getting a better education. You know what truly people come to this country? The First Amendment of the United States of America, freedom of speech. Because without freedom of speech, I can guarantee to you, a person that comes from a country that freedom of speech doesn't exist, without guarantee the freedom of speech, there is no any other thing that is worth in the human society. And I remember a phrase now, where you burn books, later on, you will burn people. Book, in that case, as value of information, as a store of knowledge. If you attack and kill people just for talking, humanity will die. As highly, unfortunately, Charlie Kirk was killed today. Now, let's go with cryptocurrency. Let's go with Bitcoin. Let's go with blockchain. And you will see. Let's take a look to this article.
Blockchain offers Blockchain offers a powerful vision for the future of freedom by providing decentralized, transparent, and censorship-resistant systems that can empower individuals economically and socially. Economic freedom. Blockchain can offer an alternative to centralized financial systems, providing more direct and efficient ways for individuals to transact and manage their assets. Decentralized finance (DeFi) platforms, for example, allow users to bypass traditional intermediaries like banks, potentially increasing financial access and lowering costs for everyone. Individual liberty and ownership. Blockchain's distributed and immutable ledger technology can provide individuals with self-sovereign identity (SSI), giving them complete control over their digital identity and personal data. In an SSI system, users can manage their credentials in a digital wallet and choose what information to share, protecting them from identity theft and privacy breaches by centralized corporations. Freedom of expression. Decentralized social networks built on blockchain are designed to be censorship resistant and could provide a platform for individuals to express ideas freely without fear of being deplatformed by a single, powerful entity. Censorship resistance. Many public, permissionless blockchains are designed to make it extremely difficult for any single entity to prevent individuals from participating in the network. This was the initial vision for Bitcoin, and its network remains virtually impossible to censor. Democratic governance. By automating processes through smart contracts and promoting distributed decision-making, blockchain could lead to more inclusive and transparent governance models, such as decentralized autonomous organizations (DAOs). It also has potential applications in voting, offering a more transparent and auditable record to increase election integrity, though challenges remain. Challenges and risks to freedom. The decentralized and global nature of blockchain transactions creates major jurisdictional challenges for regulators, with some governments viewing the technology with suspicion. This can lead to heavy-handed or conflicting regulations that could stifle innovation and limit individual freedom. Additionally, governments can still exert control by targeting the on-ramps and off-ramps that connect traditional finance to cryptocurrency. Governance and power dynamics. Even in supposedly decentralized networks, control can still concentrate in the hands of a few powerful developers or miners who have outsized influence over the network's direction. This can threaten the network's integrity through attacks or governance disputes. Conclusion: the relationship between blockchain and freedom is a double-edged sword. Its decentralized, transparent nature holds genuine promise for building systems that are resistant to censorship, enhance economic opportunity, and protect individual ownership of data. However, these same characteristics introduce complex challenges concerning privacy, control, and governance. The future of freedom in the age of blockchain is not guaranteed. It will be determined by a continuous struggle between competing ideals and interests, a dynamic that is already well underway.
Do you understand now? Do you understand now, my friend investor, my friend that do trading? Do you understand now that the key is freedom? The key is option. The key is flexibility. The key is being able to produce, to create. And everybody that stop innovation, everybody that stop somebody that think different. If anybody had ever stopped Satoshi Nakamoto for thinking different, we wouldn't have Bitcoin. And if we don't have Bitcoin, we don't have Ethereum. We don't have a smart contract platform. And we don't have nothing of the whole ecosystem and this new technology that exists. Yes, come for money. Everybody that come to crypto come for money. Hell, I want money. We all want money. Of course, we do. But we have to understand that money where come from. The need, the desire behind that money is freedom, financial freedom, access to information, access to capital. And I will tell you, ladies and gentlemen, for me, Charlie Kirk is a hero because he was fighting for freedom. And for me, he was killed in a battlefield. The battlefield of the idea, the battlefield of talking, the battlefield of sharing information, the battlefield of allowing people to tell him things and allow them, the people allow him to share the opinion, the point of view, and back up information. We shouldn't be killing each other for thinking different. We should allow each other to think different, to be different. Hell, we are different. Thank you so much. Have been a pleasure. I hope that this video make you think and you continue diving in this world of freedom, search of freedom, protecting and being part of those who has as duty establish and fight in the side of freedom, because freedom is no guarantee. Freedom is something that we have to be fighting every single day to preserve it. Thank you so much. And you can find all the video of the channel in the right hand side or in the left hand side of your screen.